Hello my beautiful friends, it's Julia here from Made by the Chef, and today I have got one of the most classic, beautiful, delightful, tasty Turkish Ottoman dishes ever. This is called Hunkar Begendi, which essentially means Sultan's delight, and honestly you will not be disappointed. It has all the flavours of the Eastern Mediterranean, of Turkey, of the Middle East, that whole region, the aubergines and peppers and lamb. Absolutely delicious. You are going to love it. So we are going to get to it and we are going to make this fabulous dish. Right, so I've tilted the camera. We're going to cook off the induction today so you can see everything that I'm doing here. And I'm going to show you the ingredients that are going in this dish. So essentially, Hunkar Begendi is like a slow cooked lamb stew. And then you make this wonderful, creamy, smoky sauce with the aubergines. Then you layer the sauce on the bottom of your dish, and then you place the wonderful slow cooked lamb stew on top, and it is divine. Just a few ingredients and so delicious. So I've got lamb shoulder. I like a bit of shoulder because it's a little bit more fatty, cooks a bit quicker, but really nice flavour. So to go, I can hear my neighbour's kids out in the garden having a play. So to go with the lamb, we're going to have peppers that are going in there. We've got tomatoes and of course the onions, and we're going to cook that all with a little bit of olive oil. We've got sweet red pepper paste that we're going to use and a little bit of pureed garlic. Now for the sauce, for the wonderful aubergine sauce, really simple, bit like a bechamel. You're going to use some butter. We've got butter here, got flour, a little bit of milk. And don't worry, the recipe will all be down below in the blurb for the video. And we're going to put in some cheese, and of course we've got our aubergines. Now what I did with my aubergines, I've already roasted them. You can do them on the barbie, they're wicked on the barbecue. Blister them till the skins are blackened, and then what we're going to do is we're going to peel those skins off. So I'm going to get those skins peeled off right now because they've just come out of the oven. And what you want is, you just want that lovely bit of aubergine that's there in the centre. It goes all nice and soft, just like that. And then you're just going to mush that down. Okay, so we'll get the skin peeled off, make sure it comes off, and so that way it's all ready for when we're going to make the sauce. Right, my beautiful friends, we are going to cook our stew first, our lamb. Now I've put some olive oil in my pan, and I'm actually using this absolutely beautiful mid-harvest premium Turkish olive oil. So I've got a really nice little package today from this wonderful company Kronot, and you will get all their details in my blurb at the bottom of my video. So this is wonderful because this is made from the magic olives, and it tells you actually what the harvest is as well, which is amazing. So we're going to get my lamb in there. We're going to, that's nicely sizzling away. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now I always like to cook the lamb first because I think it's really important. So you want to cook the lamb, or start cooking the lamb first before you actually add your vegetables and your onions. So I think it really does make a difference. I'm going to brown it off nicely because I have the pan nice and hot. Right, so all the lamb has coloured now, so I'm actually going to add my onions. Now what I've done is I've got red and white onions. I like to use a combination of both for this one, and I think lamb stews, beef stews, anything like that works really, really well. So you want to get your onions in, give them a little stir, and then you're going to add the peppers. Now, traditionally with this dish, normally you might just put green peppers in there, but I've actually got a selection, multicoloured, so red, yellow, green. I love it. I think that it's nice to, it will benefit from some nice bit of colour there. So I'm going to put them in as well. My pot's getting a little bit full, but don't worry because that is going to shrink down. It is all going to cook down as it cooks out. Now I can really hear it now, sizzling away. I'm just going to mix those in. There we go. Lovely. Fresh tomatoes. You do not have to use fresh tomatoes. I got about 5 or 6. In fact, I got about 6 actually. I got just a pack of 6 normal regular tomatoes from the shops. You can use tinned tomatoes if you like, but you know, go in for a bit of fresh. If you've got the time, chop them up. Really nice to use fresh ones. So get them in as well. And you want to just really just give it a stir. With this dish, what I love is it's the sauce really. When you come to making that wonderful creamy aubergine sauce, that smoky flavour that goes in there, combined with the stew, really does make for a seriously delightful dish. Hence the name, Sultan's Delight, Hunkar Begendi. Now, finally, I'm going to put my pureed garlic in there. Get that in, whack that in as well. Right, and then I'm going to go with my paste. Now, tomato paste, no problem. I've actually got sweet red pepper paste. I like to use that, and in fact, if you do know a local Turkish shop that you can go to, or a local deli, Mediterranean, Middle Eastern deli, then you can actually pick up chili red pepper paste, spicy hot one. So we call that acı biber salçası, and that will give it a nice little kick. So it's up to you. You can keep this mild, or you can make it a little bit spicy. It's really down to your taste. Right, so you want to stir that all in. There you go, look at that. It's beginning to look quite marvellous. Right, so I've got my kettle. So just enough. Don't want to overdo it with the water, right? You don't want it to be too watery. Now you've added the water. You want to mix that in. Lovely. There we go. They're all mixed in now. Now what you're going to do, you're going to pop the lid on, and you're going to let that cook out probably for about an hour till it's thickened up and beautiful. And if you find that it's a little bit watery, it's not thickening up enough, then take the lid off and just let it bubble away for a little bit, maybe about 15 minutes, and that sauce will come down, it will reduce, and then it will thicken up a bit more. So I'm going to let that cook out, and then we're going to make that divine aubergine creamy sauce. So my lovely friends, I've actually got some butter in here, and we're going to make up our sauce. So I'll put some butter in the pan that I've melted down, and I've added some flour. Now we are going to make up our cream sauce while our stew finishes cooking. So I've actually got the butter going. Now have it on a sort of low to medium heat. You want to get that lovely nutty aroma. You want the butter, you want that to brown a little bit, and then you're actually going to throw in your aubergine. So there's the aubergine that I've mixed with a little teeny bit of chilli, and I'm going to pop that in. So once you cook your flour and your butter, you actually want to cook the aubergine in with the flour and the butter. And I'm already getting a wonderful aroma there. And it is beautiful. So because you've got the flour and the butter in there, that is actually what's going to thicken up your sauce along with the aubergine. So now we're going to add our milk. So you're going to just stir that in. And what's great is that this sauce, even if it's a little teeny bit lumpy, that's okay, because that's what it's meant to be like. Because remember, you're using these aubergines, so the sauce is going to have a beautiful texture about it. It's not meant to be a smooth bechamel. It's going to be quite a textured sauce. If you want, you can use a hand blender and blend it down, and this is absolutely fine. I've turned the heat up a little bit now, because what we want to do is we want to simmer that. We want to cook it out. We want to get it to start simmering and heating up. And you can see already how beautiful that looks. Now this is quite a good sauce actually. If you were a vegetarian and you didn't want to make the meat part, then you could actually make this kind of sauce and stir it in with pasta. It works really well. Be like a little aubergine, creamy, like a mac and cheese. Because we are going to put cheese in there. It'd be like an alternative mac and cheese. I think that would work really beautifully well. So many variations, so many things that you can do with this. It's amazing. Now I like to add a little bit of cinnamon to mine. You can always put a little bit of nutmeg like you might do for a bechamel. Me, I like to actually put a little bit of cinnamon in there. I just think it adds a little extra bit of flavour. So I'm actually going to stir that in now. Remember, this sauce has got a little bit of chilli in there, so I've kept my stew quite mild because of that. But of course, if you like the extra oomph, go right ahead. Whack that chilli in. Be as generous as you want to be. And what we're going to do is, we're now going to stir in our cheese. Now I'm just using a really nice mature, extra mature, crumbly cheddar. You can use a Turkish kaşar peynir, as it's called, kaşar cheese, or just use a simple cheddar, you know, mild, mature, whatever's your fancy. I think mature cheddar works really well here because you want that nice, strong, almost tangy, tarty flavour of the cheese. So I'm going to whack that in as well. There you go. Stir that up. And that is your sauce. Look at that. It's beautiful. Such a brilliant aroma. Look at that. Oh, it's lovely. Perfect Hunkar Begendi sauce. Perfect consistency. That's what you're looking for. Doesn't have to be too thick. Remember, as it cools down, it's going to set a little bit anyway. And there you go. Fantastic. And it's time to serve up our dish, I think. And there it is, my beautiful friends. Look at that wonderful stew, thickened up. The lamb has gone lovely and tender now. You can see the peppers in there. All those beautiful colours. That is divine. You can always add a little bit of cinnamon to that as well if you like. I've actually added a little bit of cinnamon to the Hunkar Begendi sauce, so I'm not going to do that. But let's serve it up now. So first, when you serve this dish up, we'll give your cream sauce a lovely bit of a stir, and then you're going to put the sauce in the bottom of the dish. So first of all, lots of sauce at the bottom. And then you put your stew on top. There we go. Look at that. So then the stew bleeds into that sauce. That's what you're looking for. Oh, that is gorgeous. And then, of course, you've got to tuck in. Here it is. Beautiful, beautiful Hunkar Begendi, the Sultan's delight. And you can see why. Look at that. Creamy sauce, creamy, cheesy, smoky aubergine sauce with this divine, tangy, beautiful lamb stew, all tomatoey and peppery. Well, gonna have to tuck in. Can't wait to taste this. Have a wicked day. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon.